Yeah, welcome to a new season of Your Passion Discovery. Yes, passion like you have had it. The topic is very interesting for all of us. I think most of the times when I think about this, I even put a smile on my face. You get? Yeah. So in this new season of Your Passion Discovery, it's called the Passion Series, and in this Passion Series, we are going to be talking about people who are really pursuing their passion. Can you imagine that? Yes, it is believable. You too can still make that happen. And if you're new to this channel, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, any updates, anything we post on this channel, you'll be able to get it. Thank you for being here with us. Yes, welcome to the very first episode of the Passion series. And in this first episode, I'm super excited because the person you're hosting today is a person that I've known for, I think she has been pursuing the passion ever since I met her. And here she's here with me in studio, and she's called Brenda. Brenda, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so humbled to be here. I'm really so humbled to be here and
Oh,
honored.
wow. When was the last time even I saw you? I remember the last time I had even seen you like
I
a month ago.
know. Yeah, it has been long.
It's
Quite
been long. Yes. To our listeners right now, they're asking themselves questions of the person they are seeing here. Who is Brenda? Who is Akankwatsa Brenda? Who is Brenda?
Yeah, Brenda is a student at Macquarie University. Yes, I'm a second year student pursuing a degree in biomedical lab technology. Yes, and also she's a host of a podcast called Be More Don't Settle for Less. And also she's a co-CEO of Best Chicken. That's all
Yeah,
about
mentioning
me.
about most of us right now, if you look back into our age mates, most of them when you ask their introduction, most of them tell us, I'm so and so, I do this kind of course.
Mm,
But I love the fact that you added things that I feel
mm.
there are reasons as why we are here in studio
Yeah,
this
true.
evening. Yeah, and in one of them, one thing that like I've already said, one thing that I've learned from you is the word passion. And for you, how do you define the word passion to you? What is passion? What does passion mean to you? What is your understanding of the word passion?
Yes, thank you for that good question.
Yes.
Yes, passion to me is something that you do
Mm,
that you actually love. But also, there is a certain meaning that strikes me.
wow.
It is that passion is something that you do even when you fail at it,
Wow.
even when you hate it, you
Mm,
still do it.
wow.
Yeah. So if you can do something and you fail at it, but you have the strength to get back on your feet and do it again, over and over again, then that's your passion.
Wow, that's really, yeah. To me, that's how I also define passion. As long as your whole heart is there,
Yeah.
as long as you feel. Sometimes I tell people that there are things that you look back in your life and you feel like, if I'm doing this certain kind of thing, I even lose track of time.
Yes.
Yes, that's the best understanding of passion.
Yeah.
So I remember in your introduction you told us you're CEO, co-CEO of Basque Chicken,
Yes.
and I'm coming for a chicken order tonight. Yeah.
Yes. Do sure to come.
Yes,
Yeah.
Basque Chicken, and also you say you have a podcast as well. Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting. And yeah, a lot of question was happening. A lot of questions came in my mind when you talked about that kind of thing. How did you know, or how were you certain that this was something that you wanted to venture in, especially about the Basque Chicken? What are the things that you feel that made you think that this is something that you wanted to put your time in? Given that you have a degree to pursue, and
Mm.
what are the things that really made you think that this is something I wanted to venture in?
Yeah, I will drive you back to my childhood memories.
Wow,
When my
let's go
elder
there.
my elder sister used to be in the kitchen all the time and she's cooking these good dishes, and I would always, as a kid, I would always hang around her and I want to know what is she doing, and every time
Wow,
she'd go away I would take the initiative and try out those same dishes and
wow.
see if I can really get them. And with time, I loved cooking. I fell in love with cooking.
It's cooking.
I loved cooking.
Wow, is your
And
sister still alive?
yeah, she is.
Oh
She's
wow, I think
actually
she must be excited to
actually
be to be
when
watching
I
this
told
episode.
yeah, when I told her that I had started something bus chicken, she was
Yes.
so excited. She
Wow.
felt so proud and she's like, really? Yeah, I'm like, actually I drove your passion from you. You told me that. And she never knew actually. Yeah,
Wow.
so it was really, yeah, that's how it came about.
I know you reminded me the stories when we were young, and
Mm.
Every time your mom prepares a meal, it's always like the best meal ever you're going to take on this
Yeah,
planet.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know in most cases when you're pursuing your passion, especially now like the basket chicken thing, I know you we normally go through a lot of challenges, a lot of hardships.
Yeah, true.
Are there things that you feel like um, you struggle with, maybe you struggled with at the startup stage, or any challenge you met during that time when you were really trying to start up?
You see, I don't call them challenges.
Wow.
Yeah, because
I should change that question next time.
yes, because when the moment you start up,
Yes.
it's just enough preparing you to face whatever is ahead of you.
Mm.
The biggest problem actually you can overcome is starting.
So Brenda, I know when you're pursuing your passion, there are so many learning points you have all the time. Maybe it's a missed deadline, maybe it's a missed order. There are some things you learn along the way. What are the things that you feel like this was a learning point for me? What lessons did you learn? What lessons have you so far learned in pursuing your passion?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll begin from the very start point when
Mm.
I just started.
Yeah,
One of the biggest lessons I learned was to embrace change.
change.
Yes, because when I was beginning Bus Chicken, I had my own recipe in my head,
Wow.
but you're not very sure that actually this is what my customers need.
Wow.
You reach,
Mm.
and as you're doing the survey, because I produced my first product, and my first customers were my classmates. So when they tasted the products, I wanted to hear from them what's the feedback. And some of them were telling me, you have to add in this, you have to add in this, and then this, like that. So I had to embrace that, even when I was not comfortable doing it, because I felt like this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I had to do it, be flexible,
Mm.
and some of them were like maybe add fries to the chicken. I also had to change to that
Yeah,
and also add
trying to be flexible in the
exactly. Yeah,
business.
you have
Yeah.
to embrace change.
Change.
And then another thing, don't procrastinate. Like, don't postpone things. If you have to do something, do it there and then. I'm talking to those people who have not started, who are fearing to start. Don't procrastinate. Do the thing there and then. If it fails, go to another. If it works out, well and good. Yeah, but don't postpone. If you have to start up something, go ahead and start it up.
Well, I've noticed a pattern in whatever you're saying. Every time you talk about the startup stage, and most startups don't normally like to see their first anniversary. Most of them don't go to see their first anniversary. And I'm so happy that Basket has already seen his first anniversary, and yeah, he's still surviving,
Yeah,
still moving
yes,
forward.
yes.
So, what did you feel are the do's and don'ts for any startup? What did you feel like if I do a startup, what should the entire, the do's and don'ts?
Yeah, I would tilt that a bit and I'll give you three key things that you should do if you want to progress from your initial startup stage.
Yes.
Yeah, you have started a business. Yeah, you have started it. You have bought the equipment. You have put everything in place. But now, how do you progress after that? So basically, there are three things. One, what you need to do is the promoter stage. I call it a promoter stage,
Wow.
where you need to make your business known to the public. And how do you do it? You have social media platforms. This is
Wow, thank
a
God,
digital
technology.
era, you
We
know?
are born in the 21st
Yeah,
century.
so you go to the Facebook, you go to the WhatsApp, make it known to the public. Know what, make people know what you're offering. The second thing is personality stage. Work upon yourself. You have made yourself known to the public, but how are you going to engage with the public? It's a very important thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because sometimes people will support you not because of what you offer, but how you present yourself to the public. It's
Wow.
a very important thing. The third would be profession stage. Now, after making it known, you have already engaged with the people. Master your niche, master your thing, master what you're doing. Make it professional, make it of quality because you see, sometimes you don't need to invest into so much marketing if you're producing quality.
Mm. The
A
products
quality
already
product,
advertised for you.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you be a profession in that. Yeah, you master your niche. I always tell my guys, I'm like, master your niche, master what you're doing, be the best at it, and stand
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Normally, when you're talking about this topic, always advise people to, try to put in time.
Mm.
When it's a skill, take an example. You're good at taking, maybe taking shots, maybe
Yes.
taking photos. Yes,
Invest in it.
invest in it. Invest
Exactly.
time. Go and learn. Go and
Yeah.
get that course and do it.
Yeah.
As long as it's getting you to, improving yourself and becoming better. Certain skill, go for it. Yeah, and one of the things we always struggle in, especially with students. Sorry if you're watching this video and you're not a student. It's okay, because sometimes you find you have books,
Yeah.
or you have maybe your profession, and this is something like a side hustle.
Yes.
That's how we normally put at campus, side hustle.
Mm.
How have you been able to manage the role strain? Because I understand we don't have that much time that is free, yet you have to meet this kind of need at the
Yeah.
same time. So how do you handle that role strain? How have you been able to manage that?
Yes. So literally, I do it in two ways. I
Wow.
delegate.
Mm.
First and
You
foremost,
have a
I
team?
delegate. Yeah. Let's say I'm
Wow.
in Tinder and someone wants an order is maybe in Kawempe, and I'm not able to reach them. Maybe I'm preoccupied with something else. What I do, I'll call someone and tell them help me deliver that order for me.
So it's like learning to trust other people to do
Exactly.
some
You
parts of
have
your
to have a
business.
team. You have to work with a team.
Wow.
You cannot do it all alone. Never, and that would be lying to yourself.
Yourself.
The business is bound to fail if you think you can do it all alone. You need
Wow.
other people.
Actually, when you talk about that, it brings me to big companies
Mm.
which have like branches even worldwide.
Exactly.
How do they even, you have
Exactly.
to learn to trust people
You
at
have
the
to
end of the
learn
day.
to trust people. You have to take that risk because people who take the risks actually they are always the winners.
Wow.
Yeah. So and another thing, I do compensation. The compensation. Let's say maybe today I had maybe I was supposed to read something given that I'm a student.
Mhm.
Yeah, and maybe I have an order.
Yeah, and you can't miss the order.
I can't miss the money. So what I do the
Yeah.
order, but I make sure if I was supposed to use, let's say late in the night I'm reading, I was supposed to read for 2 hours, I'll add an extra hour
That you
to
used to prepare
compensate
the order.
exactly for the
Yeah,
order,
I
and
get
then
you totally.
I compensate for that
So
time.
at the end of the day, you have to always, find time to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you. Um, you you mentioned about money,
Mm.
and yeah, at the end of the day, you have to make your passion
Yeah, true.
start earning for you.
Mm.
How have you been able to benefit from, especially the Basque kitchen? How have you been able to benefit from it, socially, economically? And how are you able to transit from it being passion just
Mm.
start earning from it?
Yeah, of course. When by mere calling it a business, you must earn from it.
Wow.
Yeah. So the moment you start up something and you're not earning from it, do away with it. Throw it away. Do away with it. Yeah, I'm earning from it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we seeing the next
Socially,
billionaire in Uganda?
I'm not sure of that, but I'm working towards that.
Wow.
Yes. And socially, sometimes by the way, I do deliveries myself.
Wow. To
Not
make people
because,
feel.
yeah, I want to engage with my customers. I want to have that intimate relationship
Yeah.
with my customers.
Actually, I'm going to be one of your very first customers from here today.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, so I want to have that relationship to know what's their feedback, how are they, the products, are they okay? What can I improve? Yeah,
Mm.
basically that's it.
Basically, that's it. Yeah. Brenda, I've been so happy to have you here today,
Mm.
and I'm sure people who are watching this are also excited about
Yeah,
you. I don't know if you have like any piece of advice you are giving people who are watching you right now. This is the time you can even tell them to come up for orders right now, and yeah, it's the time.
yes. So I have only three words for them,
Mm.
and also another tip. The first, master your niche. What do I mean? Discover your passion, put all your energy towards that, and you'll live a happy, fulfilled life.
Wow.
And then the last one, pray to God. Put everything in the hands of the Lord.
Man.
Because when you start up something, you're not very sure of how maybe it will perform. But just pray to God to open doors for you, to link with you with other people that will help you grow. And then, yeah, the rest will be history.
Can you, sometimes we take this for granted, but Just tell them how they should come and book orders. Where can we find
Oh
Brenda?
yes, oh yes, oh yes. I'll leave you with my contacts for those who want to make orders. Majorly, we work from Friday to Sunday. That's during the weekend. Yes, you can place your orders. Chicken is available for no matter your pocket size because we have pieces of 3,000, 4,000, and of course 25,000 for a whole chicken. Yeah, so place your orders. My contacts are 0 for the MTN. It is 077 54 22274. Again, 077 54 22274. And for the Airtel, it is 0702 329 171. Yeah, I'll be very glad to serve you. Thank you.
Yeah, and we want to thank you as Team YPD for honoring our invitation and being our guest speaker today. And I believe people have really learned a lot from this channel today. Yeah, and we would like to host you again in future. Yeah. When you're a billionaire or even bigger. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you for being here tonight.
You're welcome.